Hi, I'm Tim. I'm the owner of House of Reptiles here in Tigard, Oregon. And this is the fourth in our series on setting up a snake enclosure. In the previous 3 videos we've talked about cage size, substrates, heating, and humidity. And so last but not least we're going to talk a little bit about cage furnishings or cage furniture. One of the things that I would like to say to you about water bowls is that we have a preference for glass or plastic, glass or ceramic over plastic. One of the problems with plastic is it will over time scar, and in those scratches and crevices is the opportunity for bacteria to harbor, and so we just prefer to use glass and ceramic. The idea for cage furnishings is that you give your animal something in its environment to interact with, to provide a little bit of stimulation. And you know, what most people initially think about is a hide, something that the animal can get inside of and feel secure. There are many different kinds of hides, and snakes seem to have some preferences for some more than for others. It's usually better to provide at least 2 hides, one on the cool side of the cage where you also have your water bowl, and one on the warm side where your basking area would be. That way the snake doesn't have to sacrifice a sense of security to be warmer if it's digesting food or cooler for most of the rest of the time. In addition to that, of course all of this depends on what your cage is going to allow, but in addition to that, it's not a bad idea to put some kind of rock or log, and it's probably even a good idea to, at least on a monthly basis, to do something different in the enclosure, to turn something over so that the animal has to interact with it in a different way. Move one hide to the other end, swap ends with the hides. Swap a log for a rock. But to do something at least once a month to give the animal something to interact with. Zoos do that and call it environmental enrichment. I think it provides a little bit of stimulation for the animal, and is probably good for its overall long-term health. So I think that is going to wrap up our series on setting up the snake enclosure. Hope you've enjoyed it and found it useful. As always, if you have any questions or want any clarification on anything, please feel free to give us a call or to email us or come by the store if you happen to be in town. Thanks, and have a good day.